What is going on, guys? I'm the Grand State Squatch, and we got another episode for you today. And we're going to do something a little different. Instead of making a video for each one of my eBay finds, I just figured I'd just do one video. Why not? You know, I've got plenty of content to make. I don't have to make a video for every single cap. I just feel like that gets a little monotonous after a while. So we're going to take a look at some of these caps, and I'm going to show you them and talk to you about them, and then I'll flip the camera around and I'll give you a better look at the fibers for each cap. Okay, this might be a fairly long video, so if you don't have a bunch of time, put it into your save to watch later and watch it when you do have some time, because I think it's going to be a pretty cool episode. All right, without further ado, and we got quite a few Stetsons in this mix. And we got some cool stuff that you probably have never seen before. So let's see. Maybe we should just do the Stetsons first. What do you think? Get those out of the way? Yeah, let's do that. All right. So you guys saw before, I did a little video on the Stetson Eldred. So this is a 100% leather, and this is German made. See here, 100% leather, and it's got a really, really awesome liner. I'll give you a better look whenever I flip the camera around, but awesome liner. Got this really cool stitching design with the sweatband. Pretty cool cap. I think it's be a good work cap, I think, in the fall time. It's a good fall cap. Definitely wouldn't wear it in the summertime. It's pretty heavy. But it's a cool cap. It's something that, you know, the more you wear it, the more that leather is going to patina, and it's going to get more and more character as time goes on. And it's definitely a great cap to wear, you know, either, you know, you're out motorcycling, you know, or out just working on your car, working on your bike, doing some work, you know, out trucking or whatever. But it's a cool cap, I think. All right, next we have a vintage. This is a driving cap, single panel. And this is a tweed, a wool tweed. And we'll flip everything around so you can see the different colors in here. But again, this is a Stetson. This is a vintage. It's an American made. And just to prove it to you, made in the USA, baby. Vintage Stetson. I think this is a really cool cap. Fits pretty well. Get that a little bit of that tilt there. Yeah, baby, give that a little bit of a tilt. I think that's nice. I think that looks pretty sharp. Very, very nice Stetson. I love that this is American made. Stetson, if you're watching, please bring production back to the United States. We love you so much. Just bring the stuff back to the United States. At least do some stuff here. Some of it, you know. All right, and then we got another one here. I'm not sure. Okay, this is made in the U.S. as well. 100% pure wool. This is a bit of a, has some like colors going on in that wool as well. Again, we'll flip it around. But this is a single snap. Now, I did try this on, and it was kind of weird, kind of fit my head a little strange. But this is a kind of cap that you're, you know, want to wear like this. I mean, this is like old school sort of Applejack type cap. But you really got to flatten that out, get that drape over the side for that nice side look. I think that's Anox's style right there. This would be a good cap for Anox. That's his style right here. That Brooklyn tilt going on, just like that. Pretty nice. So all the stuff is stuff I got from eBay, guys, and all of it I got for probably under $30 for each one of them. Really not bad with the pricing. I think this one I may have bought for like 18 bucks. I think it was under 20 for this. Really cool cap. Not for everybody, but if you don't mind that tilt, I don't mind it. Okay, and what else do we get? All right, so we got another Stetson. This is out of the All-American line, which is just it's American styling, but it's made in China, unfortunately. This is a linen cotton blend. This is a small medium. There's a pretty nice satin liner in there. This is a pub cap, 6-panel pub cap. Kind of like a little bit of a duck bill going on there. But this is very, very light. This is great for the summertime, spring, summer, fall on a warm day. Pretty nice, pretty casual, not very fancy. Got that small little badge on there. Usually when I see that badge, I know that it's probably made in China. That's kind of a tell. Trying to see, what is that? Weird, this one doesn't even have a badge on it. Just has the Stetson logo on the inside. No wonder, does this American one have or the Southern American one? Nope, this one, made in America, it just has that. No badge on the back. I know the German one, the German one has this really cool one. That's got that little copper badge on there, which I thought was pretty cool. Okay, and then on to the very last one. Again, this is a Chinese-made Stetson, and this is a weathered cotton. And it's, I believe this is like a wax. I think it's been treated. No liner. But this is out of the All-American lineup as well. Again, Chinese made. And I believe this is a cotton polyester blend. Yep, 52% cotton, 48% polyester. As you can see, the inside, it's very soft. Almost feels like suede. This cap I wear to work quite a bit. I usually go between this 6-panel or the other weathered cotton one, which is an 8-panel. Both of them are Chinese made, but I bought both of them on eBay for crazy cheap, and they're super comfortable and they're super cool looking. I mean, this is just the 6-panel, kind of a, pub cap duckbill, and I really like this one a lot. I've got that Italian skin, so I'm a pretty dark guy, so it just kind of goes with my face and fits well with my head, fits nice in the back, goes below that ridge of your skull for a nice perfect fit. Super cool cap, easy to maintain. These cotton ones, when it's like that, when you're in the sun, it just fades more and more over time, and it really patinas well. So yeah, really cool cap. Guys, my phone is dying, so I'm going to pause this, plug it in, and we'll resume in 1 second. It's going to be 5 or 10 minutes for me. It's going to be an instant for you. And we're back. All right, so that was all the Stetsons that I got from eBay. Great deals. Love it. I think, this one's probably my favorite out of those. Still dealing with that stupid cough, guys. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have emphysema. I don't even smoke, man. Quit. Well, I smoke pipes. You don't even breathe that in. All right. This is a cap that I got. I got it just to get it. I don't really wear it that much. I'm not really sure if it's my style. But, see a little pin there, if that gives it away at all. This is from City Sports. This is a Belgian company. They've been around since 1898. You can believe that one. This is a 100% linen with a cotton liner. 100% cotton liner. And it's just got this sort of white and blue stripe going on there with this cool little dark blue brim. It is very light. It is a nice cap. Not sure if it's my style per se, but I think if I gave it a good steaming, I'd probably like it more. But yeah, this was very cheap. I think I got this for maybe 30 bucks, maybe under 30, 27, 28. And then you all have seen this one. I did a review of this not too long ago. This right here is a Wiggins. And I don't know what this is. I'm not sure if this is a sewn down or snap, but it's a sewn down. Sewn down visor. This is, let's see. It's a Swedish company. I was surprised to learn that they outsourced their production or the manufacturing to Estonia instead of keeping it in Sweden. Okay, so the liner I know is a cotton polyester blend, and then the outside of it is wool from the McGee Millery in Great Britain. Beautiful herringbone. It has this sort of pinwheel design, 8-panel. I gotta say, this brim is pretty thick. I mean, it's not thin, it's not flimsy. It's a tough brim. It's a pretty tough brim. It's a very long, pronounced brim. You definitely got to pat this down, or your head just looks like you got a hot air balloon sitting on it. But once you pat it down, you get that curl going nice. It's a really cool looking cap. This is a great cap for wintertime, I think. You know, and as Chad from 1st and 508th Airborne was saying that, you know, he likes the brim because he's a fair-skinned guy. So I can't even imagine. I mean, he probably, if he doesn't have that protection, he's going to get burned pretty badly. I've got that Italian skin, so I just, I get a drop of sun and, you know, I look like TSA is going to be taking a double look at me. And I'm like, whoa, 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 come here, buddy. What's your last name now? It's like, yeah. Like, no, it's an Italian name. It's an Italian name. My last name is Vincent, which is a variant is Vicente. It's the Latin name for the conqueror or the son of the conqueror. Pretty cool cap. Great. Really, really great buy. I mean, finding a Wiggins like this for, is that what I pay for? 50 bucks, I think? Really not that bad at all. Like that Wiggins badge. It's pretty cool. Great cap, great find. And then last but not least, this is one that you don't see every day, right? Because they're almost unattainable because they're so goddamn expensive. But check this out. Lock & Co. Lock & Co. has been around. Now, see, it says here, established in 1759, but actually, you have to Google the history. I don't have a computer in front of me to look it up, but I know that that's kind of like when the business was sort of validated or recognized or whatever, but they had actually been making hats since 1676 under that name. So I think maybe the business the building or where they were when they made their storefront was in 1759 on St. James Street in London. I think that's when the business was established on that street in that storefront. But I think they were making caps before then, because I know when I was looking up the history on them, they had been making caps since 1676, which means this year is the 350th year that they have been making caps, which is insane to me. And I'm a little bit, I mean, I'm not the brightest bulb in the room, but I do like history, and I like learning about history. And so when I learned about Lock & Co., I was like, man, I really got to get myself one, even if I don't wear it that much. It just, as a collector's piece, I have to have one. So I ended up getting this one here. And I guess this would be more of like a check, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really... It's not houndstooth. It's more of a check design, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If you know what design this is, please put it in the comments. True flat. That is flat, 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 flat. Nice driving cap. Single panel. Very beautiful. The only thing I don't like, I mean, it doesn't really affect me as much because I still got some hair up here, but I feel like if you're of the hair impaired, that might not feel too good. I mean, literally very, very thick plastic. I can't really imagine that being comfortable. That being said, I do like that whole Lock & Co. Hatters. You know, it's pretty cool. St. James Street, London. Well, let's try it out. Well, it fits nice. Got to get a little bit of that tilt going. Yeah, it's nice. It's a very light wool. So this is something that, I mean, you could wear through spring, through fall, winter, spring, even on a cool day in the summer, I feel like you could wear. It's not a thick hat at all. The wool on here is fairly thin. So I feel like that this would be great as sort of a water repellent if you were in some light rain. You know, the rain would just kind of bead off the wool. But it's a pretty nice cap. All right, so let me flip the camera around. We'll take a better look at all of these. All right, so here we have the Lock & Co. single panel driving cap. We got some white and gray. Almost seems like a little bit of blue in there. Black. Obviously the red. You had a little bit of loose stitching here, but that's, you know, it's a used cap. So God only knows, you know, how old this is. But there's only a couple of loose threads, not bad. And then we have this really cool bronze satin liner. And then you've got that Lock & Co. Cloth patch or whatever it is in there. It's plastic covering that's actually stitched in. And, you know, it doesn't bother me, my comfort, but it might bother someone with no hair. All right, on to the next one. Okay, this is the Wiggins. Let's see. There's different colors that are in there. They're all very earthy colors. I haven't really seen any blues or anything. Switch hands here. And then you've got like a gray liner in there in that McGee patch. You can get some orange in there and some camel. Pretty nice. Okay, and now we'll show the City Sport. So you can see this has got a lot of wear. Pretty cool liner with all the nautical stuff. Some golf and compasses, and sailboats. Pretty cool. Very cool cap. And then you see here, got that cotton. Kind of looks like leather. It's not leather though, but this is one of my favorite hats from Stetson. Very cheap hat. It's Chinese made, but it's extremely comfortable. It's very lightweight. It's a good cap for the summer. It's even though it's not linen, it's a very light cotton. No liner at all. But even though it doesn't have a liner, because it's that dense cotton, you still get a good amount of sun protection. So you're not going to get burned on your bald spots, which I've got. As you can tell, I've been wearing this. Got a little bit of diesel stain going on there, but it's fine. It's a good work cap. And you've got the linen cotton blend here from Stetson. Sorry, I'm starting to get tired. It's been a long day. Can't talk right. This is also made in China, but it's very well made, and I got this for pretty cheap on eBay, so it's not a big deal to me. I didn't spend $60 or $70 on this. It's very cheap. There we go. It's a used cap, so of course, it's got a little bit of fraying here and there. But all in all, it's a pretty nice cap. Even though it has a liner, it's still very light. This is 100%, no, this is a linen cotton blend. Yeah, so this is, but it's still very light. And it's nice and casual. You can wear this pretty much anywhere. And then we have the leather Eldred here. And I've worn this to work a few times. As you can tell, it gets a little bit of diesel, but I think it just adds to the character of the cap. I love the stitching. The stitching is very it's very thick stitching. It's very pronounced. It's very in your face. It's pretty cool. I really like that. That's like old-fashioned stitching. It's really, really awesome. And it's German made, which is cool. 100% leather, Eldred leather. And as you can see, has that really awesome stitched in patch there. Really cool stitching going on. As you can see that stitching all along the sweatband. It's pretty cool. Love that design. And then you've got this nice plaid cotton liner, which makes this a really great cap for the fall time. This is an awesome fall cap, I think, and like maybe a winter day that isn't crazy, you know. It's not crazy cold. You could wear something like that. This is a really great work cap. It's very, very, you know, it's a tough leather. This isn't something that, you know, you have to baby. It's not a suede, you know. It's a good tough leather. I'm not sure what kind of leather. My guess would be like a pig skin maybe, or a calf skin, which both are very tough. But it's a very, very hardy, tough leather. You can really beat the crap out of this. It makes a great work cap. I'm glad that I got it. And then you've got this American-made sort of baker's boy here. This is kind of a traditional flop going on. And you got some cool little blue and red neps going through this wool. Really cool when you really look at it. You don't really see it from a distance, but get up and close and you get to see these little treasures scattered around. And you get just a basic satin liner, and you can see the Stetson logo. It's had a lot of wear. That Stetson is pretty faded. I think that this is the Woolrich logo. I'm not 100% on that. And that just reminds me, there's another cap that I completely left out of my lineup. I'm going to have to go get it in here in a minute. Okay, and this is the other American-made one. This is a single panel driving cap. Well, it's not quite single. I guess you have these side panels, but it's pretty flat. This one has quite a bit of different colored neps going on there. Lots of yellow and red and some orange and green, white. Really cool. It reminds me of a Donegal tweed. You know, from a distance, just kind of looks like a brown cap. And you get up close to it and see all kinds of fun stuff going on in there. Yeah, this one doesn't have a patch. It does have a nice sort of rose gold liner in there. I love the fact that this cap is made in the USA. I've gone through all the stitching. I haven't seen any loose threads at all. Just given the fact that this is made in the US, I mean, United States started sending all their European style hats, these flat caps, over to Europe a long time ago. So the fact that this is made in the US makes this a pretty old cap. And the fact that it's in good a shape as it is, it just goes to show you how great quality Stetson is. And they still are. You know, even the stuff that I've seen that's made in China is still good quality. I mean, their standards are very, very high. Even the stuff coming out of China, you know, it's not going to come out of there and put out on their website or be sold anywhere unless it's, you know, top-notch quality. All right, folks, I've got one more cap that I want to show you. So I'm going to pause this video really quick. Okay. And we're back. So I got something here that's pretty cool. This is another Stetson. It's a single panel. 100% wool. Really cool herringbone design. It's a little big for me, but I didn't buy it for me. I bought it for my little brother, who was also a member of the Stetson Hatteras Haven Club. Shout out to Matthew Day. My half-brother. But it doesn't mean anything to me. He's still my brother. This is the special part. Woolrich. This is Sussex Woolrich Herringbone. Wool fabric made in the USA. Woolrich established in 1830. So this is it's not 100% wool. It's 85% wool and then 15% polyester. So it's got a little bit of a blend in there. Or not polyester, polyamide. Polyamide? I still have yet to look that up. I don't know what that is. So 85% wool, 15% polyamide. And then the liner is 76% cotton, 24% polyester. And this is still, even though this was made in the United States, this was still out of the Frederick Schneider and Gamble & Co. KG, GmbH and Co. KG, which is, it's the company that has basically licensed the Stetson name for Stetson Europe. But this, like I said, the wool fabric made here in the U.S. by Woolrich, which I know that there's another reviewer, Cisco Cap Critic, friend of mine, who's a big fan of Woolrich. He actually bought a Woolrich Stetson and completely refurbished it. He steamed it, he brushed it out, he made it look very, very beautiful. Really love that badge right there. So this is really cool. Like I said, I didn't buy it for me. I bought it for my brother. It's going to be his first Stetson. And he's going to get his Stetson Hatteras Haven pin on it. So I had this in the pile of caps that I'm going to be giving him. But I had to show this on the video because it is a very sharp looking cap. I'm a little jealous. He's got a bigger noggin than me, so it's going to fit him better. This is just a smidge too big. So let's flip the camera around and give this a better look. As you can see, the herringbone, it's very solid with its colors. There's no little colored neps or anything on there, just sort of that white, black, a little bit of gray. Beautiful cap, very well made. The stitching is just amazing. No loose threads at all. Sorry if you see my hairy knee. And you got that Stetson logo on there, which, you know, this logo is on a few of my hats that are new. So I would say, I would put this at probably, you know, maybe pre-2020, maybe 2010s. Not an old hat, but it's got some use. Very cool driving cap, very cool profile there. I would say this is more like, it's almost a cross between a driving cap and a pub cap. It's not duck billed, but as you can see, it doesn't come out straight out. It kind of goes down at an angle. It has this rounded head up here, if you know what I mean. It's not quite a super flat cap, you know, it's more like a pub cap. That's kind of strange. It's like a weird little has these strange little panels here on the side. It's weird. It's not paneled in the front. You can barely see the panel. This is almost like, Oh, let's see here. Well, now that I'm looking at it, this is actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panel. Wow, they hid that well. So right there you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the big one, 5. So this is a 5 panel cap, which I did not know. This is not a single panel. Very cool. I just learned that in this video now. Well, got this on eBay for a wonderful price as well. I got this for, I think it was like 35 bucks or something. And I mean, this is a wonderful find given that it's American made. It's the wool from Woolrich before Woolrich went under. Yeah, crazy. Perfect cap. I mean, it's in wonderful shape. I mean, you know, you look at that liner, there's barely any wear at all. Even on the tag, you know, very little wear. Very cool, guys. Well, I hope you guys get back in here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Me showing you all my, I feel naked here without my cap on. I can put my cap back on. There we go. Put that on. Now I feel better. Now I feel like me. Back to the Squatch, man. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And of all my little eBay finds, I'm sure I'm going to find more over time. But that just goes to show you that you don't have to spend a ton of money buying nice caps. You can buy used caps. You can clean them. You know, you can bring them back to life. And yeah, you don't have to go out and spend 200 bucks on all these fancy caps that are coming out. You can find some really nice caps. And, you know, that's why I don't like going to, I'm not going to name companies, but you know what I mean. There's some cap companies out there, they have these gimmicky promotions and everything going on, putting out new caps a couple times a week. And they're all Chinese made, and they're charging, you know, 6-7 times more than what they're really worth. This is Chinese made. It's got a brand name on it that's been around since the mid 1800s. Yeah, it's Chinese made, but I got it for like 20 bucks on eBay. 20 bucks, I can do. 60 bucks, no, I don't want to do that. You know, unless I know for a fact it's made by a craftsman. You know, I've got a Stetson that I spent a couple $100s on that was made in China. But when I look at it, when I really, really look at it, I mean, it was made with care. I mean, I can't, I have nothing bad to say about that cap. It is very well made. It is not cheap. It's made with all natural materials. I mean, it was handcrafted by a craftsman. It would be kind of shitty of me to say that in the entire country of China, there are no craftsmen. There are. So, I just don't like when shit is just pumped out and mass produced and with crappy quality. But that cap was made high quality. And this is made with great quality too. This is used. I wear this at work all the time. I rotate between this one and the actual the 8-panel Newsboy. That's like this. And I beat the crap out of these caps and they look great. So there you go. Anyway, guys, I've got another video coming up soon. I'm waiting on the caps to come in. You guys have probably seen my promo video. It's the Strakowski versus the Stetson, the battle of the denim caps, the battle of the Italian, the fine Italian linen from Stetson versus the Japanese raw denim from Strakowski. I specifically got the Shelby heavyweight because that's an 8-panel, and compare it to the Stetson Calvi Italian linen denim cap. That's an 8-panel as well. And we're going to compare and contrast, and we're going to talk about the pros and cons and stuff of each cap and who should buy them and who shouldn't. And I'm going to try to make it as entertaining as possible, but you know, ultimately it's really up to the person to decide what they want. And as a cap reviewer, it's my job to kind of give you all the information that you need so you can make an informed decision on what you want and what's best for you. You know, but I can only do so much because everybody's different, right? So this is just my subjective view on each one of the cabs. It doesn't mean that what I say is fact. It's just my opinion, okay? So anyway, that being said, folks, I'm glad you stuck around to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked my little eBay finds. I thought it was pretty cool to show, and it was fun going on there searching for all this cool little gems out there in eBay land. And yeah, thank you for all your support. I really do appreciate you watching. Even if it's just a small handful of you, I still appreciate it. Shout out to all the other cap reviewers out there. It's only a handful of us out there, but there's more and more people doing these videos. But I appreciate the people that have stayed loyal to the channel. I really do. And good luck to all the new guys out there doing their videos. I wish you well. And that being said, take care. It's Granite State Squatch. Stay squatchy, my friends. See you on the next one. Bye.
I've got that lightning inside.